this video number 6, part 5, Act 3, Scene 3. We are going to see that the scene is taking place in a street in Venice, and it brings the miserable plight of Antonio to the forefront. Children, this scene is actually a fill in the gap kind of a scene where we see before that Bassanio leaves Belmont in the previous scene and he has to arrive in Venice. So this is kind of a fill in a gap scene, and we know that Antonio's end is near, and Antonio has been allowed to leave the jail for a while accompanied by his jailer. Let's go through the scene. Shylock says, "Gaoler, look to him, tell not me of mercy. This is the fool that lent out money gratis. Gaoler, look to him." So he says, "Jailer, guard him closely." Shylock is very angry and he is telling the guard to guard Antonio. Okay, he is telling the jailer to guard Antonio properly. Do not speak to me for mercy. Do not plead to me for mercy, for showing mercy to Antonio. This is the fool who lent money without interest, and keep him in your charge. Gaoler, Gaoler is jailer. Then Antonio pleads. He says, "Hear me yet, good Shylock. Listen to me, good Shylock." Shylock says, "I will have my bond." He repeatedly says this. "Do not speak against my having the bond." So he says, "I will have my bond. Speak not against my bond. I have sworn an oath that I will have my bond. Thou callest me dog before thou hadst the cause. You called me a dog before you had any reason for it. But since I am a dog, beware my fangs. And therefore, since I am a dog, beware of my fangs, teeth. The Duke shall grant me justice. I will get justice from Duke. Duke will grant me justice. I do wonder, thou naughty Gaoler, that thou art so fond to come abroad with him at his request. I am so surprised at you, worthless, naughty Gaoler, worthless Gaoler, jailer, that you are so foolish, you are so fond, you are so foolish to come abroad with him, to bring him outside the jail at his request." Antonio again pleads. He says, "I pray thee, hear me speak." So we see the pleas for mercy from Antonio, which are ignored by Shylock. Okay, so it is evident that this Jew is after Antonio's life to avenge all the wrongs done to him. Okay, so he again says, "I will have my bond. I will not hear thee speak. I will have my bond, and therefore speak no more. I will not be made a soft and dull-eyed fool to shake the head, relent, and sigh and yield to Christian intercessors. Follow not. I will have no speaking. I will have my bond." So what does he say? He says that he will have his bond. He repeatedly, loudly say these lines. And then he says, "Don't speak anymore. I will not be soft and stupid fool to shake my head and feel sorry and given to the Christian pleadings." Because Antonio is a Christian, he says, "To your Christian pleadings I will not give in. Do not follow me. I shall have no conversation with you, and I will only have my bond." And he goes out. Children, Celerino, next page, he is very angry. Okay, so he says, "It is the most impenetrable cur." Impenetrable cur means heartless dog that ever kept with men, that has ever lived among men. But Antonio tries to pacify his anger, and tells him to leave Shylock alone. He says, "I will follow him no more with bootless prayers." This shows that Antonio has passively accepted his fate. So he seeks my life. His reason well I know the reason why he seeks my life. I often delivered from his forfeitures many that have all at times made moan to me, requested to me. Therefore he hates me. Often I have rescued from his clutches many from his forfeitures, many from his clutches, those who could not pay their debts. and many times had appealed, mourned to me, had appealed, they have appealed to me for help. Therefore he hates me. So Antonio gives the reason of hatred of Shylock towards him. Celerino says, I am sure the Duke will never grant this forfeiture to hold. Celerino, being a friend of Antonio, a well-wisher, he says he is assured that Duke will not allow such a penalty to be imposed. But Antonio knows, he is a sane man, he knows what can be done and what cannot be done. He explains to Celerino that the Duke cannot but allow the law to take its course. The Duke cannot deny the course of law. For the commodity that strangers have with us in Venice, commodity means the business that the people from outside have in Venice, if it is denied, okay, the benefits, the rights which the foreigners have in Venice, if it is denied, will much impeach the justice of the state. It will impeach the justice, law and order of the state. Okay, since that the trade and profit of the city consisteth of all nations, since many nations, many people from abroad, they come here for trade and business transactions. Therefore you may go. These griefs and losses have so baited me, the tensions and losses, they have so affected my body, that I shall hardly spare a pound of flesh tomorrow to my bloody creditor. He has lost, he is saying, a lot of weight, he has lost a lot of flesh. So he is left with merely he has lost a lot of weight, that he hardly have a pound of flesh left for paying tomorrow, the next day, to the bloody creditor. Who is the bloody creditor? Shylock. Well, gaoler on. So gaoler, let's go. I pray to God, Bassanio come to see me, pay his debt, and then I care not. Bassanio may come to see me, pay his debt. So he prays to God. He prays to God for this, and then he says, then I care not, then I do not care for anything else. So here this scene shows that Antonio's end is near, he will have no escape, and now he will be tried in a court of law. Thank you, children.